Hello guys, welcome back to Dunking Monkey. Last week I made a comparison between every superstars, and some of you wanted an elite players version, so here it is. I will be comparing every elite centers. In today's video, I will rate them 1 to 10 in 5 categories: rebounding, help defense, rim protection, one-on-one offense, spacing. I am using the same standards I used with the superstars, just so you can know which elite centers can compete in high-ranked games. Therefore, don't be too surprised to see I rate some of them with low numbers. Zion and Aaron Gordon is not included. I consider them as scorers. Now, without wasting any more time, let's jump straight into the video. Clint Capela. Surprisingly, his rebound stat is higher than superstars like Giannis. However, his vertical is so low, which makes his rebound range so small. 7 is the highest I can give him. And because he has a lower movement speed than Jokic, this means he cannot move back and forth in time, which makes him a bad help defender. However, his rim protection is probably one of the best in elite centers. While having insane blocking stat, his strength is also decent. But what hurting him the most is, he has no extra block angle. He only receives a 240 block angle under the basket, which compared to other superstars, most have a 360. I cannot give him anything better than 7 again. For one-on-one offense and spacing, there is no debate. While having no mid-range games, his dunks are also easy to block. Both are only a 2. Porzingus. He has decent rebounding and decent vertical, which keeps his rebound competitiveness and range at a decent level, so I am giving him a decent 7. For help defense, he is only 3 movement stat higher than Capela. Unlike other slow-moving superstar centers, Porzingus has no double speed boosts or dashes. He cannot make good defensive rotations. For rim protections, he is only average. I know he has decent blocks and strengths. However, his 240 block is only triggered when you are blocking dunks. When you have layups, merchants like Ska as one of the main scorers in the game. No extra block angle is pretty deadly. One step further away from the basket or incorrect positioning is a free layup for Ska. His one-on-one offense is average too. He can only drive to dunk or step back. None of them have quick animations and is pretty easy to contest. I would give him an average 5. For a spacing center, his 3-point stat is definitely not the best. However, since they buffed his ultimate, which allows him to hit heavily contested shots, opponents won't dare to leave Porzingus open once his ultimate is ready. So I would give him a decent 7. Loopez. Loopez as a center has an average rebound and vertical stat, and without any special rebounding talents, he is an average 5 for rebounds. I found a common problem for elite centers. They have a pretty low movement speed, and most of them doesn't have dash or double speed boosts like the superstars, which makes their help defense rating pretty low. I will give Loopez a 3 for help defense due to that reason. For rim protections, Loopez has decent blocks and strength stat. He also has a 360 block 3 meters under the basket. However, his rim protection is only 7, despite having a 360 block. The main reason is because it is only triggered 3 meters under the basket. When you face insane dunkers like Dwayne or Prime LeBron, they have a dunk like 4 or 5 meters away from the rim, where Loopez does not have that 360 block. That's why I am only giving him a decent 7. As a center, his one-on-one offense isn't any good too. He only has a hook shot and up and under step layup after the hook. If you can guard Pau Gasol, Loopez should not be a problem as well. Loopez is probably the best 3-point shooter among centers in this game. He has a special 3-point mechanic which will hide Loopez's contest range if you are 2 meters or further away from him. I know it's kinda hard to understand what I'm saying. You can take a look at yesterday's Loopez video. Besides that special 3-point mechanic, he also has one of the best 3-point stats for centers. He is one of the best options for D-Wade spacing lineup. Adebayo. As a center, Bam actually has good rebound stat. His vertical is decent too, which makes his rebound range decent. But what makes his rebound good is his slap my balls ability. He can slap the opponent's ball from behind, or slap the opponent's ball from the front. He can slap the opponent's ball from any directions, which means sometimes you know you're not getting the ball, you can slap the ball away from behind or from the side. Not to mention he also has a rebound ultimate. Bam Adebayo has a decent movement speed for a center. In fact, he has the highest mobility in elite centers. However, a decent movement speed is not enough for you to run back and forth. He does not have any dash like AD or double speed boosts like Porzingus. However, his enhancements to give him more extra movement speed in defensive possessions. However, Bam Adebayo has number 1-on-1 scoring moves. He only has a quick floater in spacing. He can shoot consistently with mid-range. Therefore, he is a decent 5. Julio as a center has one of the lowest rebound stat. However, he has one of the highest vertical stats in the game. But the lack of rebound stat made him easier to trigger failed rebounds. I would only give him an average 5. For help defense, some might feel shocking to see he is only rated at 6, despite having a dash. He can only use a dash with his ultimate, which costs 750 morale. In comparison, AD's dash only costs 200 morale. Julio's base movement speed isn't any quicker as well, which makes him harder for help defense. However, he has a 360 block after his dash, but he only has a 180 block normally. Considering how expensive his ultimate is, I would only rate him a 6 for rim protection. You can use a 750 morale 3 times a match, but there is definitely more than 3 dunks from opponents a game. For one-on-one offense, he has a fadeaway that creates 0 space, and a quick dunk. Both are easy to contest or block. At last is his spacing. He can shoot consistent mid-range. I will give him an average 5. And that's all for today. You can compare these elite centers with the superstar centers I did previously, and figure out which one to use if you want to F2p. And that's the end for this video.
The subscribe button slapped your face. Remember to slap it back. Goodbye, Eddie.